Так, все, Dead by Daylight. Разработчики. Сколько урона?
Notes that I need to broadcast to people and remind them. So the new forums, the official forums for Dead by Daylight are up. I don't know if you guys checked it out, but it's really, really cool. We have official forums. They work very, very well. So the note I've been asked to make public is this. Please register on the new forums. A lot of it is going to be...
Мэтт рассказывает о том, что форумы открылись по ДБД. Вся информация про ивенты там, про патчи, короче, все всегда теперь будет на форумах, регистрируйтесь. Вот. С нами Майти Кол, гейм-директор, Жаник Льву, гейм-дизайнер, и Филипп Иванович, артистичный директор. Артистик, не помню, на самом деле, как переводится. Дословный перевод. Художественный директор, окей.
Okay, so you are part of the design team, obviously, but you take a big part of creating the new player.
I basically oversee the killer.
Killer powers.
Try to manage what all the decisions from the design team are going to me, and then I pass them to the programmers, basically.
Okay,
Жаник передает решение команды программистам, когда в основном работает с убийцами. Как мы создаем вообще способности?
Become like sometimes it's a licensing deal, so other times it's a killer we have in the backlog, other times it's a team vote, but in this particular case we wanted to revisit the long range attack.
Вот сейчас решили попробовать сделать еще одну атаку метатель.
And we were not sure exactly what they will be doing, but like maybe overreading or teleport. So they've asked me, like, look at these things that we have and try to come up with like concept.
Там было несколько идей у них, там вообще думали насчет метательных шариков.
I created a few, but there was two that were standing most was there was the clown where he was being like throwing the balloons.
Вот, и он выбирал.
I'm not sure exactly what was happening, but I think it was like neural detection and where you could also teleport similar to the hag through the balloon, but you were activating the teleport and not necessarily you could use them to spy.
Изначальная идея что-то была такое, то что этот шарик кидается, ты подсвечиваешь сурвов, там можно протонуться, то есть как у Хаги на этот шарик.
Mustard and such.
And he was like a bit freaky with the mask and everything. So they looked at these two and said they're both very cool. So I want the clown throwing gas grenade. The power. So that's how this one came.
Потом он на все это посмотрел и понял, что надо, чтобы он кидался газовыми гранатами.
Basically, we were not sure exactly what the gas will do.
Мы еще не были уверены, что газ будет делать изначально. Граната же должна дамажить. Эти идеи все тестились поначалу.
And he had the good idea of making like a shit ton of add-ons that were creating different effects, and we could try them all very fast. And it didn't took a long time to notice that the damage effect was way too strong. Because
вот, они понаделали разных аддонов, типа посмотреть, как будет меняться способность убийцы, да, чтобы разные типы. Атаки потом поняли, что нанесение урона этим ядом это было бы слишком сильно.
So yeah, it scaled back and it scaled through the production, and we visited different ways to make the power interesting.
It's interesting that we're having this very in-depth, informative conversation, and most people comment about the fact that we look a little yellowish green on screen. So there we go.
Maybe it's because I hate at the buffet. I don't know.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Говорят, у нас тут серьезное обсуждение. Большинство людей в чате пишет, что разрабы почему-то желтые. Бендер, спасибо за 19 месяц. Stand up and fight now.
19 месяцев.
because originally the power were just these balls that you could see.
Oh.
We added the smoke effect afterward.
Obviously.
And so
Вначале способность была вот этими шариками.
Could easily
avoid
them. So we asked, could we just have a quick VFX, and they added something white, so people were mistaken.
И только потом добавили типа газ, а от шариков было очень легко увернуться от таких.
That's when we added the color again. In this particular case, you can see that the generators do not have any collision with the balls, so you can spread them more easy around the gen.
But this is kind of interesting, because when you're playing, it's not obvious how things react.
Exactly.
But
Вот
this
посмотреть
is
на вот это вот
actually,
очень, да,
very
интересно.
good
То, что...
indication of how these things act, why the little bit of smoke appears here and there.
Теперь мы знаем больше.
Oh yeah, also the size.
So someone is asking, what is exactly the purple stuff in the bottle?
А что вообще это
In the
за...
bottle?
What is the
I
purple
don't know.
stuff?
Originally, I asked the clown to
Что
piss
за
in the bottle,
фиолетовый
but
газ?
didn't want-
Purple piss.
No.
Okay. The blurred vision is awesome effect to bring, and awesome. What made you come up with that new status effect?
Новый
So
статус-эффект.
it's not a status effect, the blurred vision,
No, it's something
but
new.
it's
Это не
it's
совсем
something new.
статус-эффект,
The thing
это
is that
скорее
we
именно
have
способность
We have
убийцы.
blindness as a status
Yeah.
effect.
У нас
but
и так
it's
уже
kind of
есть
weird to
слепота,
tell you
как
you're blind.
Yeah.
Like you cannot have an
Status effect.
indicator that you're blind. So it's something that we added. Like we know that the killer do not like to be blinded. Something that is very frustrating.
It's
and
kind of annoying, yes.
yeah, exactly. And by the way, we want to revisit this at some point. So we said that we're not gonna go with like a full blind effect. It's just it's annoying, and we don't want also to go with an effect that is too freakish, because on Freddy we noticed that people were getting sick. So we
Yeah, it was a bit intense.
yeah, exactly. You never seen this version, by the way. The Freddy
The early versions we were working with.
yeah,
У
exactly.
Фредди была ранние версии, когда
So
Фредди
we
сделали,
came
говорят,
up with this concept
очень
that,
зрение сильно
like the
затемнялось, и
slowdown
людям
was
вообще
interesting,
тяжело
but
было играть.
for a very high level player, like it wasn't maybe like effective as much. So we try to explore like this vision effect. So we did different version, and we also have two level of intensity. One that can be added by showing directly at the survivor. He's more blinded, by the way, killers. And
Если
also
попадаешь
if
в
you
выжившего
click the
бутылкой,
add-on that,
то
makes
он
blindness
сильнее
more,
ослепляется.
intense. It's also the same result as being hit by the ball.
Cool. Someone says, make gas invert controls for survivors. That would be horrible.
Exactly.
You
No.
die immediately.
No. I think like
Предлагают сделать реверсивное управление для выжившего, в которого бутылкой попали. Не, это очень тяжело было бы, люди не любят такое.
Do you guys plan to have themed chapters that match the season, meaning a new killer that reflects an aspect of that particular season? I think it's more going to be the other way around. As in, you know, the chapter is going to theme the season for us, not the season is going to theme the chapter.
Будете ли вы добавлять сезонных убийц, как, ну, по типу сезон, там, осенний, да, убийца?
Everything that comes with it will have the flavor of the traveling circus.
Not all of them, maybe, but the traveler.
Говорит, скорее наш убийца будет определять наш сезон и то, как все это будет выглядеть. Вот, например, вместе с Клоуном, цирк и так далее.
Did you guys take any inspiration from films for the clown killer? Maybe that's more a question on the visual, because on the power, it's not really from specific film. It's really like
I don't think I've seen this.
old stories. You know.
Вдохновлялись ли какими-то фильмами, когда делали Клоуна? По способности точно нет, ну типа оригинальные способности, бутылки, а так... Нет, не вдохновлялись чем-то конкретно. Так, может быть, смотрели, как выглядят клоуны, убийцы. Конкретно нет. И у разрабов завис стрим. Hello? Там ничего не пишут? Нет, это не мои интернеты, у меня все нормально. Ну, люди типа не жалуются. А,
Creepy
вот.
clowns everywhere.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else you want to talk about? Oh, the perks. Yeah, let's talk about the perks.
Maybe
a little
just
bit.
quickly,
Yeah.
the size
поводу
of
перков.
one ball is, smoke ball is 1.6. So it covers, because there's 3, so it covers roughly 6 meters in total if you want to go in the details. And also another effect that I don't know if is known, but if a survivor stays within a smoke ball for 0.4 seconds, he removes the smoke balls. So he
Breathes it in.
inhale it,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, it's- maybe it's a
Рассказывает
little
механику,
strategy
то
that,
есть если
somebody can try.
если выживший стоит 1,5 секунды, по 0.4,
Maybe, no, you don't-
вроде да, одну секунду и 4 миллисекунды в шарике вот в этом,
Nice.
то он
Okay.
полностью
I'll go with the perks.
исчезает, то есть он
Yeah,
как бы
let's talk about the
вдыхает
perks a
и
little bit.
все, эффект.
Because
So-
then we'll get into the visuals.
Заканчивается.
And,
The perk creation are created, I mean, during the process of creating the clown. Usually what we do is that,
oh, we have a special guest just coming
По
to
поводу
say hi
перков
right now.
начал
I
говорить.
thought you would
У
like
нас
to
специальный
be-
гость
Yeah,
какой-то.
come on in, please. Just come
Который
here.
просто
You don't have
придет
a mic, so you can
поздоровается.
come behind us and say hi. This is the voice of Kate.
Это
who works
голос
in
Кейт
the finance
Дэнсон.
section of the company.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us and coming to say hi. This is the voice of. Will you scream for me? No, don't, please.
It's a bit too loud.
So not the original voice you heard at the beginning of the PTB, but the one that will make it to the final game. So yeah, there.
Но
thank you.
тот, который голос, который
There you go.
в итоге будет в игре, а не тот, который мы
Looks a
вначале
little like
слышали на
Take Two.
ПТБ, потому что там
Well,
что-то
there you go.
поменялось с последним
Yes, that's the
патчем.
new voice.
Но это
Everybody
новый
likes-
голос, видимо, они поменяли.
Definitely. No.
Really?
Okay.
Кстати, кто-нибудь уже заходил, играл?
so-
Что там
so
сильно
perk,
поменялись? Поменялся
we
голос,
look
не?
a lot of what
Там
people
же
post online, by the way,
Б
like, keep doing this.
подфикс
It's really
вышел.
helpful. I know
2.0
sometimes we
Б.
cannot use it as is because sometimes it's really site-driven. So killer create perks for killer and survivor create perks for survivor. But we get the ideas sometimes, and it also gives us like a different concept that is very cool. So we have a big backlog of maybe I think 300 perks that we collect from the web or other places. So the first step is that I look at those. I pick up between 15 to 20 perks. Then we have a design meeting.
У них есть большой, короче, список перков с идеями, которые в том числе от игроков. Вот, и он берет какое-то определенное количество перков, там 20 из них, и рассматривает. Что из этого пойдет?
Yeah, something.
Okay, so I receive about usually 40 answer.
В игру потом обсуждают, там выбирают какие-то 10, и по ним делают опрос у себя внутри. Разработчики. И вот поэтому
after I compile all the results, I try to trim them down to 4 or 5. And then we have another discussion meeting.
После того, как результаты приходят, он там 4-5 оставляет. И потом решает уже. Также в группы обсуждают дизайнеров.
Make them fit.
Ну и пытаются как-то впихнуть эти перки в историю персонажа.
Create a perk that is sneaky, for example. You're not gonna choose a sneaky perk. So from there also we look at what is possible to do with the lore. So we try to
пытаются как-то с лором это поставить.
And then afterward we post them also on Riven's Roost to get their opinion. And we also make sure that they are feasible with the programming team. And then we start prototyping from that point. Yeah, that's about.
Дальше уже
Oh yeah, and afterward, once you're done,
сделают перк соответственно. Flame Show, спасибо за саб. Stand strong together.
And that's usually when Sarah goes through the list and goes, how the hell am I supposed to do this?
What is bamboozle?
Yeah. How does that pup goes the weasel? Am I supposed to do that in one? Fuck that. So yeah, she's got a potty mouth. All right, so well, thank you. If there's
no problem.
other questions about this, you'll stay until the end.
Sure,
you
sure.
can't go anywhere. So
Oh, maybe I can have
Seriously, you will never stop talking. No.
have
Please go
two-
on. No, it's super interesting.
Yeah,
so please go
super
on.
interesting. I have two
Женя
examples
хочет что-то
of
сказать. Мэтт говорит, ты
not
вообще не
picking
затыкаешь.
walnuts.
Perks
Per-
that didn't make the cut,
Exactly.
but are still in the bucket for maybe some time.
Примеры
Yes,
перков,
so
которые
can you give us
не
your
попали в
opinion
эту
about
главу, но
those? So
могли
on the
бы
killer
быть.
side,
Okay, so this is where we put the big notice everywhere that says these are just ideas. It doesn't
Это
exist.
всего лишь идеи, да, может быть,
it's just on these
когда-нибудь.
sheets, right? Okay.
Go.
So, killer.
Yes.
Every time you break a
Убийц.
pallet, you
Каждый
receive a
раз.
token.
Когда ты
After
ломаешь
receiving
доски,
four,
ты
three,
получаешь
two
токен.
tokens, the next broken pallet will
После получения
will
нескольких
be
токенов,
instantly broken. And then
Ah.
all the tokens are consumed.
следующая доска ломается мгновенно,
So
и
if you
токены,
pallet
соответственно,
at level 3,
поглощаются.
every
и ты
third
начинаешь их.
pallet is broken instantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And on the survivor
Выбирать
side,
перки,
it's
эти токены
while
снова.
in dying state, 55, 65, or
За выжившего.
75% of your recovery progress is converted into wiggle progress if you are picked up.
Ah,
So it's
that's an
Ooh.
interesting one.
Вот это прикольно.
Yeah.
sort of perk.
And it's an interesting one to
Антисвагеймерский
see, like,
перк,
how-
ты
it's
лежишь
tough
на
to
земле
figure out exactly how it would act in
и
game
копишь
before you
рекавер, если тебя
Yeah,
потом
yeah.
поднимают, и ты не успел
Cool.
встать,
So
да?
these were not, I mean, they were really appreciated, but they were not retained.
Этот
because
кусок,
they didn't fit, the
частично
chapter
этот
or
рекавер, да, превращается в
Maybe
вигл,
we'll see
то
that
есть ты
at some
быстрее
point.
спрыгиваешь с
People keep
плеча.
telling Phil to shut up. So,
Yeah, sure, Phil.
who's the voice of the clown?
А кто озвучивал
Do you know?
клоуна?
I did a part, and the sound guy said I've done too much
many
voiceover
killer.
for a killer, so we let somebody else doing it. It's Seb Zval.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, so
Блин.
maybe we will get Seb at some point. He doesn't want to show his face. He does not want to exist on the internet, I believe. He's
В общем, они назвали имя, я не
proudly got a-
услышал, говорят, он не очень
flip
любит
phone.
показываться на стримах, значит, мы не
I think
видели
he's got a
еще
pager,
этого.
actually, yes.
In an enormous
Разработчика.
collection of shirts.
Вообще, Филипп много голосов
Alright,
озвучил
we love
убийц,
it.
поэтому его в этот раз не
Okay.
взяли.
So, that's it. Let's go to Phil
Так,
and
ну и
talk about
переходим к
how
Филу.
the visuals of the clown came to be.
So the clown, me
Анимация
and Dave
клоуна
sat down a couple of times, did a lot of brainstorming, and
Или о
we
том, как он
agreed on
вообще
some
выглядит.
stuff. We wanted our own clown.
Хотели
We didn't
своего
want to
собственного такого
mix it
клоуна.
with Pennywise, because everybody was
Не
familiar
хотели,
with
чтобы его
Pennywise 'cause it was
ассоциировали с
out, the movie was
Пеннивайзом.
out, and we didn't want any typical clown. Like
Yeah. We didn't want to do the Joker. We didn't
Yeah,
want to do the, the
Ну,
big
не
one.
хотели там
We
делать
tried a couple of
какую-нибудь...
stuff, and sometimes it was
Джокера
looking
и
like
так далее.
Joker, sometimes it was like. So it was a long process, but I think
Долгий
we did
процесс был.
something cool.
Ну,
We
типа,
wanted to
вроде
be
прикольно
gross,
получилось.
disturbing.
Такого
but
мерзкого
really
хотели
strong.
сделать,
'Cause,
но очень
yeah,
сильно.
It needs to be scary.
Yeah, scary.
There's a lot of people who are asking also because obviously fear of clowns
Yeah.
is quite a common thing.
Yeah.
And is that something that stopped us, or was it a concern, or?
It didn't stop me, but we received
Останавливала ли идея то,
messages,
что
but,
люди действительно много
I mean,
кто
it's a
боится
fear, like,
клоунов
other
со-
fear.
при
Yeah,
создании?
at some point you need to face your fear.
Нет. Ну,
Mostly
когда-нибудь
look at his
надо...
face, right?
No, but seriously,
Посмотреть ему
we
страх
know
в
we're
лицо.
making a game that's supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
so
Ну,
there's
типа,
stuff
игра
in there
должна
that's
быть
gonna be
страшной, так что
disconcerting for
да,
some
и то
people
такое
more
для
than
некоторых
others.
людей будет.
Hey, we couldn't avoid clowns forever.
No, I think it was a big, not
Не могли
topic,
вечно
but,
избегать
killer
клоунов.
that I think people wanted to see, and I think it was a perfect timing for it.
There you go.
The other thing, it's a clown that you don't want to invite to a kid party.
Yeah, that was very important.
И идея была в том, что
No.
мы точно хотим сделать такого клоуна, которого вы не позовете
Yeah,
на
no.
No?
That's-
детскую вечеринку.
Maybe.
But the most important thing was we want him to be 100% believable, not magical, just like it could exist in real life. Like
И мы хотели его
we're
сделать
thinking,
не
okay,
магическим
we're gonna
каким-то,
Supernatural.
а вот,
No.
ну, таким
So,
очень прям...
that was the main
Без
kind of
сверхъестественных
focus we,
способностей.
had, and if we can check the images.
Okay.
So yeah,
So-
there was obviously the ringmaster.
So this is a much more wholesome version.
Yeah, that was when he was training hard. But the thing we like with the Ringmaster is all these colorful tones.
Как переводится рингмастер?
kind of
Они
the,
не раз об
rich
этом упоминали.
part of the shoulder, like the gold and all those
Инспектор
little,
манежа.
details. If you go to the next one. The medicine man, he's like doing his own potions and he's traveling around. Well, not the world.
Шоумен, короче. Рингмастер. Это, видимо, ну, глава цирка или типа того.
But now he's settled down in one tile. It's like, okay, I'm sitting down there and I'm gonna track some people. And we thought it was one of the good reference for.
Ну, вот это так же, типа, идею с бутылками брали. Ну, видимо, все вместе как-то скомпоновали.
Yeah, that's how I guess people read the story about the clown. So he gradually become the clown because he started
trying to hide.
Yeah, hiding, stealing the outfit from other performers, and he got comfy in his clown outfit. So then he was able to attract more people to his caravan and medicine hall. And obviously,
Блин, надо историю почитать, он сейчас как раз рассказывал про историю.
but we didn't want to stick to this image of clown.
Мы, конечно, не хотели,
It's
чтобы вот
very
такой
typical,
Москва был.
So,
Ну, сама идея, да.
So,
У него, видимо, какой-то
we
бродячий
really-
был этот.
really like
Он
that
был
design
немного
of
бродячим
the-
торговцем
yeah.
с этими бутылками.
suits,
И клоунский
classic-
наряд, чтобы привлекать
classic,
людей.
Circus-like ringmaster. So with all this, we went
И костюм
to
мы
a
решили как раз сделать, как
conceptual
у
phase. We started
Рингмастера.
playing- we knew
Немножко
that we
взять.
wanted him to be gross,
Мамашка, привет.
pretty big, like our biggest killer, like not in terms of
You
muscle.
needed to be like a
Ну и первые
silhouette that's
концепты.
impressive.
Хотели его
Yeah.
сделать реально вот
And,
самым таким большим убийцей.
We started with some faces. It was too
Jolly.
jolly, but I mean, it was like a funny clown. Like we didn't want
Yeah.
him to be funny.
Начали с лиц, говорит, он почему-то как-то был очень забавным, а мы не хотели, чтобы он был забавным.
That's very upsetting to look at is someone that's obviously a face that's grim or unhappy or angry with a makeup of a smile
Yeah.
is super upsetting because of the dissonance that it creates.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we looked at.
Next one. So yeah, and we went with this. It reminded me
It's
too much
a good
about.
one.
Yeah, it reminded me a
Это
bit of
какой-то прям, ну,
Spawn,
добрый
Yeah, it's very
клоун.
violator.
So
Great movie, by
Yeah.
the way.
Sure.
John Leguizamo, I love him in that. He's probably the best thing in the movie. Still, move on.
So we're still searching for a good look, and we kept on looking, and then we ended up on some disturbing faces on the internet, and we started.
И потом мы нашли
playing with
какие-то
the
такие
face
лица в
and
интернете,
the eyes.
начали
We
экспериментировать.
didn't really see
Какие-то
because they were pretty dark and black. And
С
so
черные глаза, типа
started
заплывшие.
really liking where we were going.
Sure.
So then we end up with this, which was a good starting
This
point
was
for-
the image where everybody agreed we
Yeah.
were in the right place.
Yeah.
This is the impression we wanted to get, which is close to what the final result is.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, it's
Где-то здесь
slightly
они поняли,
related
что вот
about,
в правильном
White
направлении
Snake
идут.
Oil Merchant outfit. Is it a Red Dead Redemption reference? It's like asking if a cowboy hat is a Red Dead Redemption reference. No, it's got nothing to do. Although I'm looking forward to that game,
Yeah,
like everybody else on Earth, but no, it's got nothing to do with it. It's just a thing that exists.
So at this point, we had the ringmaster element, the clown element, the creepy, disturbing face. We already said that he would carry his ring of fingers all around.
Уже даже
Switchblade.
сделали тут. Оружие выбрали,
Yeah, a
ему
few
здесь.
people are
И-
asking, what's with the
О
finger
боже!
thing?
Не смотрите, чат.
It's super creepy,
Yeah,
is what it is.
И
the
кольцо вот это вот с
story
пальцами
is,
тоже.
While he was growing up, he really enjoyed collecting feathers, and these feathers.
I mean, it's trophies, it's
trophies,
memories.
Yeah, slowly turned to a rush of killing like animals. Then, at some point, he switched the feathers for the fingers.
Говорят, любил коллекционировать
taste
перья, а
and how
потом
it
поменял
feels
эту и
between his
свою
hands.
коллекцию на пальцы.
It's his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we go back, so this is the naked body of the.
Yeah, we always create a naked version of the characters to start with, and then we dress them up.
Yeah,
Всегда создаем голые версии персонажа, а потом
first
их
it was
уже
too symmetrical, so we wanted some
одеваем.
part of his face to be a bit more like gross, like almost like he had like some fat on one side and not on the other side, or some something is wrong with his face. So and then we started texture, and then we
Потом делали текстурки
we
и
tried a couple of makeup. Some were too much like Joker. Then it was a lot
соответственно,
of
разный мейкап
iterations,
попробовали на
iteration,
лицо.
but, we finally ended up
Было
with this
похоже на
look
Джокера
we
периодически,
all
поэтому...
like.
Does this killer pave the way for perhaps
вот
a
это?
bigger-bodied survivor?
Well,
you know, we tested stuff a little bit with David King,
Yeah.
having someone that's not the exact same shape as the others. We went a little outside with that.
but the rigs are different for like the skeleton, how we build the killers and
The survivor.
Survivor.
So it's not equal, but
No.
it could be possible at some
it's,
point.
I think everything is possible.
Yeah.
How they gonna vault through a pallet? Over a pallet?
I don't know. They need perks.
Which fingers does he have on the ring? Are they from the 4-starred survivors?
I think not.
Чьи пальцы у него на
Other
кольце?
people?
Yeah. Well, you can see in the add-ons like
От
some of the
четверых основных выживших?
Originally we had more, but
Нет, можете посмотреть по аддонам, по пальцам. Раньше у нас было
we
их
stayed with
больше.
4 because there's 4 survivor, so
Yeah.
we agreed some simpler because we had like at some point 7, 8. Like I think it's too
Думали
much.
про 7-8
much
пальцев
fingers.
на кольце, но сделали
So
4, потому
then
что
we,
4 сурвал в
after
игре.
this, we checked for the weapon. We wanted same thing as the clown. We wanted something that everybody could have in their hand. So it's
something
more,
very down to earth, very real.
he's from another.
Из оружия выбирали что-то такое, что
It's,
могло бы быть у
it's-
любого
so it's
человека, да?
Switchblade. It's like a real weapon that everybody could own, and it's a weapon that we wanted to animate or play with.
Пришли к такому
in the
ножичку,
idle
который,
animation.
ну, типа,
So,
любого может быть дома,
yeah, we
и
thought it was a great.
потом
Someone's
начали
asking if
анимировать,
Stefano
и
Vance
круто
10
получилось.
spinning was an inspiration for the
На каком
idol
кольце?
figure.
На поясе кольцо у
No.
клоуна с пальцем.
So then we went on the conceptual side, and we wanted to keep the natural look, the wood, and for the blade, we wanted to bring the feather-looking aspect that we really enjoy. So next image we can see in a game.
Variations on that.
Yeah, and the shape is really leaning towards a feather more
Ну,
than
прикольно получилось,
concept,
да, оружие.
but yeah, it's.
Someone is asking if the fact that David King is slightly bigger, he has a bigger collision box. No, he does not.
Yeah.
No.
He was born big.
Yeah.
And
Música?
Sorry, you have another.
No, but someone's asking about motion capture for killers in Survivor animation. So
We did some a long time ago.
we did some a
and
long time ago, which is mostly right now left in the locomotion. Because all the animations that are bespoke for gameplay, things like hooking up, carrying, picking up, all these things have so many specific requirements from gameplay that it's very difficult to take some mocap and use it as is. We have to transform it so much that it's sort of not useful to have mocap done for that. We have very talented animators who can do the job. Mocap is usually much more for flavor stuff, like idles, like locomotion, like
and really complicated.
or like gestures or something that's very, very human emotion,
Yeah.
not gameplay. So we might use it in the future
Yeah.
for more stuff, but no, not so much.
But
right
it's you have to like think 3-4 months in advance because it's always
Yeah.
taking forever to get the data to.
now. Yeah, then
Go
clean
through
it
them,
up and
clean it
prepare
up.
Про
it.
программу, что ли, говорят? Я не
I had a
совсем
discussion
понял,
with,
типа мокап
animators,
какой-то
a
для
while ago.
анимации,
What they
что
told me
такое.
also is
Они
that
сказали, не
because our game
пользуются. Нет.
is really like time oriented, like it's really
There's time periods.
Yeah, exactly. So all our gameplay is very timed precise, and when you do this with like a mocap animation, it doesn't properly.
Yeah, because it's hard to scale it.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it doesn't look right. Can the clown have a honking sound when he gets pallet stunned?
Можно добавить клоуну звук
It's a little silly.
такой пищащий, да? Когда на него доски скидывают.
That's especially what we wanted to avoid. We didn't want him to be funny or.
Мы очень не хотели, чтобы клоун был веселым, смешным.
Telling jokes, but
Yeah.
he's pretty much a killer and a disturbing one.
Why do the huntress and the clown both have pitch black eyes?
It's a good question.
Do you have an answer?
Почему охотницы и клоуна полностью черные глаза? Это их душа.
It just looked good and it worked well with the characters.
The clown was helping us to have this even more disturbing because you don't know if he's staring at you. It's just in front of you and it's looking at you.
Yeah.
Is there any other?
Well, I don't know. Did you have more?
Yeah, I have
Okay,
others.
let's keep going then.
So
У
for
него там
the-
еще арты какие-то.
So that was the original concept for the secondary outfit.
Yeah, and then we
Original
said, let's
concept.
do a real clown because
Второго.
Has a job.
yeah, he has a job. So this one is more
Скина
of a
легендарного,
typical
который, ну
clown
типа,
that
блин,
we
он
wanted
клоун,
to
надо ему
have.
клоунский наряд сделать.
The other outfit. Yeah, so Damien started doing the mesh. We wanted this mask to be more of a wood carved mask with a painting on it because it's
Маску хотели деревянную сделать.
Yeah, old school.
school clown. And then we have and I think it was just great.
One of my favorite things with that outfit is when you're running around and you're looking down and you see the pompon right there.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Самое забавное,
Try
Мэтт
it.
говорит, когда с этим скином играешь, помпон видно.
Oh yeah. Why don't we have rainbow hair for the clown? Well, first of all, the time period makes it that
Почему
rainbow hair was not a very popular thing at the time.
волосы у него не
I don't think
радужные?
that rainbow wig was available
Говорит, по
in stores
времени
like that.
волосы были, ну
But
тогда
we-
еще,
we
по-моему,
could
не радужные. В
check
радужные
the
не
future,
красили,
and, like, we have so many other ideas for
когда он жил,
variation, so,
наверное.
Can you guys show the in real life clown Maury like you did with the Huntress? Yeah, I don't think this one was actually created in real life.
No. No.
Sometimes they are, but not this time.
Nobody would be able to work because everybody would be missing fingers.
Yeah, so do you have...
Чё, ещё что-то?
And then the razor, which is another cool weapon that we said, well, another weapon that he could grab everywhere and everybody.
И еще вот бритва,
See,
которая
real life,
тоже
this
как в
razor
легендарный
was-
скин входит.
I guess before
Которую он
applying
мог
his
где
makeup,
угодно
he's
взять, по
shaving-
сути.
shaving or then
Как
he
оружие.
said, well, you know what, I can shave with it, I can cut finger with it, so then he actually,
New favorite thing.
yeah, so here you go, you have some variation of the razor blade, which act as almost as the switchblade. We wanted to keep the same kind of
Same movements.
movement, pivot point when it's opening, so we had to stay on the line of the same thing. And then the bottle.
И
We
бутылки.
wanted the bottle because of his past history of alcohol. His dad was
Yeah.
a lot in alcohol, so we were like, okay, well, let's take a similar bottle, but a more medicinal bottle that looks a bit like a gin bottle.
Yeah. There's some
Um,
good references for that too.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
and we ended up with the afterpiece tonic.
Yeah.
The
Старые
afterpiece
брали
is,
бутылки,
act or
алкогольные,
musical
в том
work
числе.
after,
The main
За
piece.
концепт.
So I think
Потому что у
everything
него там
was-
в истории
It's
есть
all-
алкоголь.
It's the precursor of staying after the credits
Yeah.
for the little snippet after the credits in the movies nowadays.
So yeah, all
the
in all, it
afterpiece.
was I think the beginning was a pretty hard. Like we wanted to stay away from the typical clown. Then as we
Начинать
went
тяжело
along,
было
we
придумывать,
found some
чтобы
nice
не
ideas,
был
and
таким типичным
I
клоуном.
think we came up with something cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see some clown in the convention and
In the prototype, we were throwing beer bottles
Yes.
It was fun.
What's the story behind the horse? You want to talk
Есть
about the
какая-нибудь
horse?
история про лошадь?
So the horse had a tragic fate. Is
У нее очень трагичная
actually
история.
burnt by the entity, and
Она наполовину, типа,
he's
у неё
blind.
ожог на пол
He's got
лица,
a third eye.
Yeah, he has a third eye.
сущности,
The entity gave him a third eye to see.
и еще третий
Pretty much
глаз
the entity
и
is
далее.
controlling the entire horse, because the horse is
Dead.
По сути,
dying.
сущность
Forever.
контролирует эту лошадь,
So
потому
yeah, I
что...
thought it was a great idea. Like I wanted him to stare at the survivor when they were coming close. He's like the best friend of the clown.
Интересно, а
Jerks me
лошадь
off.
калм-спиритом не пугается?
I think it's pretty disturbing.
It's a nice bit.
It's a good set piece.
Yeah.
And if you want to impress your friends with your in-depth knowledge of Dead by
Что за
Daylight
лошадь?
trivia, you
На
can
новой
tell them
карте
that the
лошадь
horse's
была.
name is Maurice.
Oh yeah.
Зовут лошадь Марис.
There you go.
And he has some black puke coming out.
Why was the map set in the asylum?
Почему карту в лечебницу засунули?
Answer that.
В
Well, it was
локацию?
time for us to make a new asylum map.
Ну,
The
нам
same
нужна
way that
была
we wanted
еще
to
одна
revisit the
карта.
swamp, we always wanted to
Локацию.
be able to revisit the themes that we created because they were really cool. We wanted to expand on them, and this one felt like an appropriate match.
Показалось,
We did
что
the chapel.
подходит.
Yeah. And then we added the carnival stuff in there.
Carnival stuff.
That's one of our most boring answers to it, I think.
Мы просто сделали церковь, а потом добавили
But
к
that would be
ней
today, or I don't
карнавальные
know if you answer
вот
that,
эти вот
but,
Yeah,
кареты.
maybe
Ну,
we'll revisit
и
that
всё.
question at some point. But,
Говорит, очень скучный ответ
But
получился.
yeah, we
will you
had
be
to
implementing more environmental vaults on map like the one in the caravan?
votes.
Like the vaults in the caravan? Like you're jumping over the
Oh.
caravan back instead of just the windows like usual. So this one is a slightly different. Same way we did with the swamp, we're adding the logs and
Oh, yeah.
things. So once in a while, when it fits with the theme, we
Там
do
вопрос
that.
про окна.
Right now,
Особые
So
такие,
yes,
как
the answer
проверить.
is
Ну,
yes,
типа,
we will be doing that again at some point in the future.
как бревна на карте болота, да? Будем делать еще такие же.
Where does the VHS porn come from?
I don't know.
Just showed up one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Откуда
Oh,
кассета с
uh,
порнухой
just
появилась?
like-
Она
I
просто
thought that,
появилась и все.
because he's more from the 70s-ish, sort of. And I guess serial killer have sometimes a thing for kinky stuff.
Okay.
So I guess maybe he made some homemade movies. I don't
Ну,
know.
у серийных
Yeah.
убийц есть,
About him
возможно,
making
бывают
movies.
какие-то
There's an
такие
add-on for the
загоны.
VHS
И,
porn.
Yeah.
возможно, он сам ее сделал, там, например, кассету.
Yeah. Where does the clown keep his bottles and gas? Well, that's like the extra tank of gas on the hillbilly's chainsaw. These are things that are sort of not. We're not doing an absolute realistic recreation of things.
Just about the reload, but originally we wanted to have the same mechanic as the Huntress, where it goes in a locker.
Yeah.
But I thought that why remake the same mechanic when we can explore something different?
Думали сделать механику, что
There's
бутылки
something-
тоже в
There's no
шкафчиках
more
будут
space in the locker.
пополняться, но решили придумать что-то новое.
Detail.
Yeah. Did you want to show some other stuff you had the
Oh
first
yeah.
icon?
Well,
but,
after the PTB, we made some
oh
change.
yes, let's talk about that a little bit. So that was the first time we actually released everything on the PTB
Yeah.
before the actual release of the chapter.
Exactly.
So you let us know what you thought about that. We thought it was a good idea because it helped us find a bunch of issues which we probably would not have been able to
ПТБшка нам
catch in
помогла
time.
найти
So that was
некоторые
great.
проблемы,
Hopefully
которые,
we'll get a lot
возможно,
of,
не заметили бы.
better quality
Вот, и
stuff
уже
as we
пара
release things that
обнов
fit
там
with
вышло на ПТБшке.
And
Yeah,
we
it's very helpful also to
С фиксами.
cut on because players like to go in the details of things,
Yep.
like very in depth and try because we are a limited team here, so I mean we don't have chance
Вот,
to try.
и
And we
Я
don't
как
have a
раз спросил, что вы
representation of
думаете
every
про
single play
ПТБ,
style.
может
Yeah,
быть, они
exactly.
вопрос
Yeah,
сделают
exactly.
какой-нибудь.
So
So what changes did we do?
the first
Какие
thing is
изменения еще
that
сделали?
we noticed that there was maybe a too large range on the time effect penalty on the when they enter like the time. One detail is that, because I want to clarify this, so when a survivor is inside the gas, he's affected by the Ender effect. And the 2 second, well now it's 2 second, before it was 1.5 second, start after leaving the cloud. So the effect is actually longer than 1.5. And if the
Because
survivor...
if you stay in the smoke for a bit,
Yeah,
then you'll have
exactly.
the effect
So-
as long as you're in there.
And if the survivor catch the worst path and goes through the whole thing, it can be affected much longer. So we had add-ons that also increased at that time, and we noticed that maybe the range was too wide between the lowest and the highest. So we revisited the effect. So now we changed the base power from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds, which is a little boost. But we diminished the
add-on
either
effects.
5% from 1.5 to 0.32
Столько всего
seconds,
сказал, в итоге
either
просто говорит, что
10%
они
from 1
увеличили
second to
замедление, ну,
0.66,
дольше
and the
оно
other
теперь длится.
15%
Да,
to
2
1.5
секунды, а
to
не полторы.
6%.
Ну, не
So I
отравление,
think
не
the maximum
замедление,
you
но
can
замедление в
get
том
is,
числе.
3.
Вообще он там начал говорить про баблы, то, что выживший, когда в них ходит,
So it's
он
much
сразу же
tighter,
там что-то
range,
начинает
so-
от
because people were
отравление, и
finding
как,
that maybe it's too
с какого
dependent on
момента
add-ons,
длится
so-
это
Yeah, fair
отравление,
enough.
вот
So
эти
we
1,5-2
revisit
секунды.
those. And
Those are
Не знаю,
minimal
почему он об
changes
этом
at
говорит.
this
Yes,
point.
exactly.
It's not critical change,
Well, we
which
look-
might come in later, but
Yeah,
for
изменения
we
now.
там
look at
такие
the
небольшие,
stats,
типа.
and his kill ratio is really good. Like,
Right now.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously these are very early stats,
Yeah.
but they're still representative of
Ну,
how
по
things are
статистике,
right now.
которая у
I
нас
think at
есть,
some
да, вот
point
этой
he
самой
even,
ранней
went over
статье,
the Billy, not by much,
убийцы,
but
ну,
he
типа,
was,
убийство нормальное у него.
Does Pup Goes the Weasel regress 25% of the whole gen or 25% of the current gen progress?
Yes, I wanted to clarify this too. So yes, it's a really good perk. It regressed from the whole and not what is currently being done.
Okay.
The other thing also we changed is that
Регресс от перка,
was
конечно
really
же, от
not
максимальной
really,
шкалы идет
clear,
25%.
but there was a slight speed penalty when you were cooking the bottle. It was 9%. We thought that maybe he needed this because maybe it was too easy for him to catch on Survivor, but the penalty was so minor that we decided to remove it. And,
И замедление
yeah.
полностью решили
I
убрать,
think
пока
it's
держит
it's a great change also.
убийца
The other thing we changed
бутылку,
also is
потому
the,
что, ну, она была и так
the
маленьким,
Smelly
решили его
Unleash
полностью
Soul
убрать.
and the Vitcher Spawn, they went from 15% to 20 and 25% to 35, increase speed when reloading. So you are less hindered by your reload action.
Okay. Oh, okay, so someone is talking about the changes to the hatch play. We're not going to get into that
Изменения
today.
про
We'll talk
с
about it,
люком.
in the next,
I was not really involved in
Сейчас о
this.
нем
Yeah.
не будем говорить.
But that leads me to something, the Q&As. Obviously, we're not doing the Q&A right now, which we usually did on the streams. The Q&As are now going to be held, there's on Reddit and on the official forums. You'll see all the information on the official forums if you want to ask questions and have your
Игове, почитай
answers.
почнут просто последний
So it's done in a much more
на форуме.
in-depth manner. So we do take all of these questions and we get the answers from the right people and we put them either like we did a video a couple of weeks ago, or we will put those in very firm documents instead of doing it on the fly like this, where sometimes we didn't end up with the right answers. There you go. Anything else we want to add at this
I
point?
have one last thing.
Еще что-нибудь? Да, что-то хочешь добавить?
I don't
No,
know.
just
Yeah, because
Scared.
we sort of talked about a change about Tinker a
Yes.
while ago. It is still explored because I know that Tinker currently affects some add-on of the clowns. It's not something that we wanted, but it's something that happened by default.
Тинкерер хотят
But the
менять
problem
в
with
ближайшее
Tinker
время.
is that
Он все-таки влияет на
you're
какие-то
aware,
планы.
but or was explained is that each time
Клоуна,
we create a new
конечно
killer,
же.
we need to make sure that all the add-ons that we do that should be affected by this work properly, and sometimes it takes time. So, and the bigger or killer clown base become, the longer it's gonna take to support just one perk.
yeah.
That's not the idea of how we want to create the perk. So we need to revisit this. And
Будут
all
перерабатывать.
the add-ons that currently worked with
Все
Tinker
аддоны,
are
которые с ним...
currently being rebalanced to be interesting enough without Tinker. So they
которые
should
с ним
just, all
работали,
get a little boost.
сейчас перебалансят,
I
чтобы
can
и
present
без
also, like,
него,
the
типа
change
без
that
Тинкера,
we
было нормально с
are
ними
thinking
играть.
of doing to Tinker, the
Okay, and
to
this is
build-
a maybe.
Yes,
change.
exactly.
It's not happening now. Don't
Because-
expect it in the next patch.
Yes, exactly, because there's a little.
That's fine. I have to
But-
put
Вот
disclaimers
примерные
everywhere.
идеи.
That's good. So the Tinker change. Listen up. So when a generator is repaired at 90% of its progression, the killer, you receive a noise notification, and your terror radius is reduced to 0 for 10, 15, or 20 seconds. So it's sort of a sneaky.
Когда
perk.
какой-то
The
генератор
problem we have
дочинивает
is
до
that a lot
90%,
of people really like it,
маньяк
but is it
получает
really a good fit
оповещение,
for BD? Like, does it make
и его
sense? Like,
радиус
it
террора
sounds good.
падает до нуля.
Thematically, yeah.
So we're looking
На
at maybe
10,
an
15, там 20
alternative to the terror radius. But yeah, so let us know what you think.
Ну, вот такая
Yeah.
идея.
No, I'm done.
Okay, you're done for real?
Done.
You have anything
think-
else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay,
I'm
good.
actually happy too.
Why is he allowed to keep his sheet and not me on
Because
the table? It's
I
unfair.
don't know.
I'm the noisemaker.
Oh boy.
Like it's an iPad, but
I think it's because people expect Phil to be a little disturbing.
Okay.
It's part of his persona. There you go. Not too much, just a little bit. All right, so there will be a survey coming out about the
Опрос
stuff
будет
in the PTB.
по поводу
Stay tuned.
ПТБшки.
We're gonna post that on the official forums.
На форумах
Obviously, all the
будет.
information should be up there.
Так
So if
что-
I didn't mention it enough right now, go register for the official
Идите,
forums.
регистрируйтесь на
That's where you'll
форумах,
get
кто
all the
этого еще не
information about
сделал.
the upcoming
Это важно.
survey and also about everything that's happening with the anniversary and release dates when we talk about them. So people who are asking about release dates, when we have a release date, you will be the first to know.
И как для всех, кто спрашивает, когда
Other than that,
релизница,
thank you very much for coming up
Глава,
and
вы узнаете об этом, как только мы узнаем об этом.
For 45 minutes. It was fun. Thanks, François, for your great job once more. Thank you to the mods helping me in the Discord channel, and thank you to the mods in the chat.
Вот.
Everybody, we will see you next week for the anniversary, the second year
И
anniversary.
увидимся на следующей
stream.
неделе.
I
Стрим
think
все-таки
there
сделают
will
на
be
следующей неделе,
confetti.
потому что
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Noise.
There might
confetti,
just be
годовщина уже ровно в четверг,
something
14 июня.
Firework.
Вот, то есть не
That's
видео на
very
YouTube
dangerous,
будет, а
especially
будет
in
стрим.
this small room. Okay, I'll look into that. So yeah, that's all I got for today. We say goodbye now.
Okay, bye.
Ну и
Bye.
прощаемся. Счастливо. Да. 102-й стрим, да. Получается, 103-й будет. Годовщину вторую. Ладно, я, наверное, на сегодня буду заканчивать. Что-то я немного подустал. Что-то я на сегодня подустал. Пойду отдыхать. Дима стримит Skyrim. Ну, типа, заходите к нему на Skyrim. Кину ему хостик. Вот, а увидимся завтра, как я и говорил, завтра днем. Планирую постримить. Вообще завтра весь день, скорее всего, будет вампир. Постараемся игру пройти как можно быстрее, потому что уже в субботу начинается Е3. И мы будем комментить Е3, переводить, там, комментить с ребятами, смотреть, там, IRL стримить. В общем, на выходных обязательно приходите. И, скорее всего, и на моем канале будет, и на других каналах хосты будем кидать друг другу, вот. Будем там сидеть, отдыхать, бухать и комментить Е3. Вот, так что увидимся завтра на вампире. Вампур. А ДБД, видимо, все-таки глава на следующей неделе. Я не думаю, что они ее выпустят сегодня-завтра. Ну, сегодня уже точно не выпустят. Завтра тоже вряд ли кто будет выпускать главу перед выходными. Так что на следующей неделе уже выйдет глава, и будем в ДБД поигрывать побольше. Вот. Все, увидимся завтра. Пока-пока.